we're going to do kind of a brief pre-season garden update for you guys. That way you can see our progress throughout the summer. We have garlic planted here. I think we planted over 60 or 80 bulbs. I can't remember now. They took a bit of a hit. You can see we here in Northeast Ohio have had really crazy temperatures going on. I mean, back in February it got up to 70 degrees and the next day snowed. So these have gone through a lot of climactic transitions, and so far they're holding on, so I hope we actually get some decent heads of garlic out of this. We have a garden plan for the rest of the garden here that I believe I shared. Oh no, I put it on Facebook, so I can I'll take a screenshot of that and pop it into this video so you can see the plan for the garden this year. Here we have our perennial herbs, chives, thyme, lavender, and my rosemary bush isn't doing so hot. Probably have to get a new one of these. And then over there is going to be the annual herb bed, the little square. Here we have our mints, and we had some volunteer lavender pop up, but these are chocolate mint and spearmint, I believe. That come back year after year, which it's nice to just kind of pluck while we're out here and walk around with it, having the mint smell. And then I'll let Mike talk about what he has planned in his
you can just keep going.
Area over here.
Yeah, you know what's going on. So these are all the buckets that we're gonna do. I'm changing up how the buckets are over here where the rain gutter is. I'm still doing the rain gutter system, but we were having two main problems. There's actually three. Still getting leaks, so depending on how heavy the containers got or when things settled, the gutter became off balance and it leaked a little bit, or the water line wasn't level. Two, we would get mosquitoes in there with the settling water, and three, we'd get a lot of evaporation. So we're doing a double bucket system here, and you can see that there's these white buckets already have it, but the Home Depot buckets don't yet. What we're doing is on the bottom of the buckets, it's going to be a bucket in a bucket system, but on the bottom bucket here, I'm going to drill a hole, and I've already done this in the greenhouse. I'm drilling a hole, and then I'm putting in a 1/4 inch barb that'll hook up to a 1/4 inch irrigation tubing, and then it'll all be hooked up to the 1/2 inch irrigation line right here that you'll see. And then it just uses gravity to feed. And I have a float system that I've made out of 2 ammo cans, and it'll all be fed from the white 55 gallon drum. And hopefully we'll be able to do all of this just by captured rainwater. Over there, we're gonna have cabbage in one, and then basil in the other. Actually, I think we were having cabbage in 2 and then basil in 1. So that way we'll have plenty of pesto. And then these will all be my butternut squashes, tomatoes, and I think I have a watermelon for you, and then some green beans here. And then I'm going to change out the garbage can there. I'm going to get one of those square containers that doesn't have any holes in the bottom of them, and that's going to be the new compost tea units. That way it's a little bit smaller.
Yeah, and we'll have a video on that.
Yeah, we'll have a video on that. And then, yeah, but it's far more open. Did you want to go out to the greenhouse and see the greenhouse?
Sure. Now we're in the greenhouse.
We had a really big windstorm that kind of lifted it up, but it settled back down now. It had lifted itself up and gone on some bricks. But anyways, we're doing all tomatoes over here. This will be a bucket and bucket system. So to see what I was talking about, I already have it drilled here. So drilled a hole in here, and then pop the barb in, and then I'm going to silicone the inside here so we don't have any leaking. And I shouldn't really have any leaking because it's a really, really tight fit. But these will be all tomatoes. We'll have slicers and paste tomatoes here. And then we'll have 7 pepper plants here. We don't need to have as many pepper plants just because of how many.
We have so many quarts of peppers in the freezer still.
And a lot of it has to do is because last year we had just a buttload of peppers. And we still had a little bit left from 2015.
Yeah.
So, 7 pepper plants in here plus
should be
what we'll have will be sufficient.
Plenty sufficient.
So for here, I'm going to run the irrigation hose. So this is actually what I've done. I'm kind of proud of myself here. So instead of buying or taking a 5-gallon bucket and wasting a 5-gallon bucket, I switched out all my ammo cans, and these are the Harbor Freight ammo cans, and they don't have the best seal on the top. So some moisture can get in. Hey Max, why don't you move away? The key cat's outside there. Go get the key cat out there. Go get it. So I took the 55-gallon drum. I hooked up a 1/2-inch in-ground irrigation riser. This is a 12-inch riser. Excuse me. So, and I wanted to have as much I want to have as much opaque line as I could so we didn't have any algae buildup. Spock is out there rolling in the grass. He's going to get a bath. So anyways, what I did was I took a bung, or the bung from my old container. This is a 1/2-inch barb, or it's a 1/2-inch MPT to a barbed fitting for this tubing. And then I took the float valve for my old gutter system and hooked up the float valve in here. And so what I can do is, since this is free, freely moving, and this is all screwed on, I can kind of adjust it how I want to and raise it up. But this will control the water level of all the buckets here. So if I want to have the water level right here, I'll just adjust this this float to where I want it to, and so on and so forth. But that's how I'm going to control the water. And the nice thing is it's more compact, and it's pretty slick. So that's what we're going to do. And for the watering system here, I'm undoing, because I don't want to really waste anything, so I'm undoing these gutters from the 2x4s here, and I'm going to run some more 2x4 here, and we're going to finish the 20-foot sections in the vinyl gutter. So we'll take we'll have 40 feet for 40-foot sections of water channeling, and that way it'll fill up this much quicker. I'm completely clearing this off here. We're going to get rid of pretty much all of this PVC, because this is all solar powered and everything, and it's fine, but it's not conducive to where we are right now, because there's a lot of shade right here. But I am going to build a solar powered aerator or bubbler to kind of help from the mosquitoes and everything. So, but yeah, you can see that needs to be cleaned out down there. There's my pump right now, which actually works pretty good. This is what I use to circulate everything initially. So, but we have a lot planned, lot planned. So, but that's about it. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for more.